And Aaron's here at my mobile home parking spot, and he's working on some upgrades today to Westy. So first, he already installed the really cool shower, which is very exciting. And he installed this really cool, this new chair for the passenger side that actually swivels, and now it'll turn backwards. So that's pretty cool. And there he is. He's in there working on some are these RV tints? Did you get them from that company I got them from?
No, I don't know who it was, but
Aaron knows how to professionally tint windows, which
used
is
to do this as a living, believe it or not. It's been 25 years, so a lot of the techniques and things kind of come back to me after I do each window and go, oh shoot, I forgot to do it this way or whatever. But I think in general, like, your car turned out okay, right?
Yeah, mine turned out great.
I don't know if it's at professional,
I would say it is
level, but
totally pro.
You know, it's tough when you're not in a garage, like we're outside, and you know, it just picks up all the little dust. So when you view it from the outside, you can see the tiny little air pockets or little pieces of dust. But you know, since I'm not doing it for a client, this is my vehicle, I'm not super, of course I want to do a good job, but I'm not super ultra picky about it. We definitely worked on some pretty expensive cars, and I own cars, and so we had to really, you'd be tearing off pieces of film if it wasn't just quite right. And you know, because we wanted to really do a pretty phenomenal job. So
wow, cool. Well, you did a great job on mine. Mine came out perfect, and they're still really nice.
Yeah.
So he tinted all the windows on my car, and here he is going at another project.
But yeah, there's just a lot of really kind of interesting techniques to do that, you know, tinting windows isn't really something you really want to take on. I mean, you can, but you see out there a lot of do-it-yourselfers stuff that doesn't turn out very well, that gets all of those little air pockets and bubbles in it, and it looks crappy after a little while. So,
well, you did do it professionally, so I would say you have the skills to do it properly.
And in fact, I think on Go Westy's website, there's a whole article about, you know, don't try to undertake tinting your windows, just leave it alone, or take all the windows out and have them, like, you know, tinted. I don't know, but I think that was a little bit dramatic, but I figured I'd try it and see what I could do myself.
I'm sure it's gonna come out perfect. Mine came out perfect, so looks like you're doing a good job.
Yeah, I hope I can get the screen back in over here okay.
Oh, I'm glad you were able
How does
to
it look
return.
underneath this little hatch thing in the middle? I need to see what it looks like on the outside.
There he is. Get rid of that little funky segment under that. What is that black thing? Is that the window opener?
Yeah. It slides. Yeah, darn it.
And once again, he has his giant hands, but somehow he's always able to do these really micro precision jobs with his enormous fingers. What are your fingers called?
Bear paws.
Yeah, that's why we call him the sugar bear, because he has these giant bear paws. Looks good, sugar.
There we go, got that one off that side.
All right, let's check on Aaron. He's still installing the window tints here. How far did you get, sweetheart?
Got the slider on the other side, this side, and the one stationary one.
But you still have to do the back?
Well, I got this back one right here.
Okay.
And then the very back hatch I gotta do.
Oh, that's
So,
the last one?
yeah, I'll probably need a little help with that.
Can you open up the trunk and show me the drawer?
Oh, yeah.
I'm very curious to see
I don't know
how.
if it's unlocked. It's probably not. It's not.
Okay. All right.
So what did we have in here before? We had like some Rubbermaid bins down here or something.
Yeah, like the Tupperwares, right?
Yeah, and so this is a little door stop. It kind of acts as a handle, and then when the drawer is pulled out, it rests back here. So when there's weight in it, it supports it. Once it's all the way pulled out, just kind of pop it down and rest it
That's awesome.
on there. So it gives it a little. So this is the screen for the back door. And then I just put a cutting board here. So I did 2 little slider doors and put a cutting board. And you know, this is kind of a rough carpentry job. I'm more of a prototype builder and not really a finish carpenter. I don't have all the patience, especially painting stuff as well, waiting for it to dry and all that. But basically cut these little holes out so you can slide the slider.
I can't believe you built this thing.
And then it has all our stuff. It's got our propane and our silverware and, you know, bowls and plates and pots and pans and coffee
That's awesome.
filter.
Don't forget the coffee next time. Should we
I
put
know.
it back in there now?
We should.
You could use the rest of the one in the house.
And then on the other side, we have a water tank over here. And I'm going to make some kind of little spout that comes out of the back. But in conjunction with the 7-gallon shower I just put up on the top, you know, we should be okay for water. Most campgrounds have water.
So you're saying we could drink out of the shower too?
Yeah, totally. It's, you know, fresh, going to be potable water.
Potables like on Alex Trebek Jeopardy.
And what else? I think that's about it, other than, you know, the stove can also just move some of this stuff out of the way. I haven't organized this yet, so it's a little funky, but so we can have our stove on here, as you see.
That is so cool.
And the cutting board. So then this just becomes a nice work surface. So, and cook surface. So we can just set up the stove out here, cook
That's
from here,
awesome.
and then have our cutting board to slice up our meat.
I love it. I love how you painted it orange and gray too. It's super cute. That is so cool. So, and then we're underneath the protection. So if it's raining, right? We have.
Yeah.
And you're still going to install the awning, right?
Yeah.
And now we got it after the tent. It's the last thing to do the awning.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Because we got the toilet too. Did you want to see that?
Yeah, let's see the toilet.
So this will fit inside. You can bring it out here, and it has these 2 little carrying handles on it. But yeah.
Oh, neat. That's the toilet?
That's the toilet. It's got some orange on it to match our orange and gray theme.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is basically it. Here, lid.
Oh, that's way nicer than my honey bucket. No wonder why you said we should get it.
Yeah, so it's got this valve on the top or down in the bowl here that you slide open in order to obviously do your business.
What's the valve? Oh,
here
I
you can see,
So
you
then it
pull
lets
this
it
out
in.
so you do your thing, and then you've got a pump here to pump fresh water, and it pumps out of this
No
little thing and
way.
rinses the bowl out.
Where's the water coming from?
So you fill up this little reservoir back here with fresh water. There's a tank.
Oh, that's so cool.
So this whole thing surrounding the bowl is basically a water tank.
That looks so nice.
And then you just take, once you close this to, you know, you unclasp this guy, and then you have just your canister that has all your waste in it. You've got a little gauge here, and then you just take this and use this and turn it sideways and unscrew it, and got a little handle, carrying handle, and then you can just take it and dump it out like that. No fuss, no muss.
That's awesome.
And there you go. So,
And you got the little thing so it doesn't stink? Some kind of
Yeah.
fresheners or something?
yeah, no, yeah, I mean, you know,
You don't
I
really
don't
even
think
need
it's
it?
gonna really, I mean, yeah, we can try them out, and it does smell, but it's just like you just open and close this hatch right here to keep the,
Oh, the
you know,
smell contained. That's really cool.
But,
That's very nicely designed.
yeah, they're pretty sweet, and you know, about the same height as a normal toilet, and get to be a lot more
That looks way more comfortable than what I was anticipating.
more self-contained, you know.
How much was that toilet?
I don't know, it's like $120 or so.
That's not too shabby. We should have one just as a backup in case the plumbing goes out.
So yeah, they're pretty well made, lightweight, easy to just store as we're on the road, you know. Don't necessarily need this bag, but kind of disguises it a little bit, I guess, if you don't want to be viewing your toilet inside your living quarters. This just velcros back shut like that. And voila! And this thing comes in its little handsome, convenient storage bag with this black case to go back in. But anyway, that's the toilet guy.
Can you show me that grate thing you bought?
Yeah, so this is going to be our shower. So
Oh, I love that.
out and up here, we just take off the nozzle here, you can see, and then you would just go and you would turn the valve here to turn it on, and then you
Wow,
can just
that's so nice.
stand on your little shower right here and hose yourself off.
Looks like your feet can use a shower.
I bet they can.
It's just teasing. This is so fancy.
Yeah, so this is pretty cool. And then you use this quick connect here to, you can take this off, and then you would put this on the end of a hose, and then take the hose and plug it in here on the quick connect, and then fill the tank that way. So you don't have to, there's a cap up over on the other side that you can use to fill it, but if you use the hose, it'll actually pressurize the tank while you're filling it. So, and then there is another pressure valve on top that you can actually buy a little compressor and put whatever it is, 65 pounds of pressure into it. Because then once you do that, then when you use to squirt this thing, it's going to shoot, 30 feet.
Wow.
Because it's under pressure. So it'll actually, you can tighten this down so it's a nice misty kind of shower spray. They also make a flex shower head that you could attach as well.
And that
So
thing
we
holds
might-
7 gallons?
7 gallons in here.
But that tube just stays up there. Is it going to get sun damage?
And you know how hot it is right now? Come over here. There's a thermometer that
No way.
you tape on, and it's 104 degrees inside the tank. There's no water in it right now, but you don't want to scald yourself, obviously, and it can get pretty hot. So then you figure out, what time of day is the best time to shower.
Oh, that's really smart, the temperature
So
gauge,
you
so you don't
can't,
burn
you know,
yourself.
it might not be best if it's been out in the full sun to shower at, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because it's going to be way too hot for you.
But do you think that's going to get sun-baked, just being out like that, the tube,
What do you
the
mean?
hose?
I don't know. We don't have to have it on there.
Oh, okay.
Wow. I mean, we can
Well,
just
not
store
camping,
it.
yeah.
We can store it inside, and it'll probably, like you said, it won't get all brittle and weird. But this is a food grade hose, so
Wow.
it's
Really cool.
Doesn't have any plasticky taste or whatever, and
I love it.
Yeah, it is pretty neat.
Great job. So you just have to do the window tint, and then that's it?
Yeah.
Looks like here are the little biopacks that Aaron bought for the toilet. Natural enzyme deodorizer and waste digester. Interesting.
Big Legos, adult-size Legos, you could call them. So you get on unlevel, not level surface, and you put these down on the ground, and then you can create a little pyramid with them. So if you need that much to level out the vehicle, you can, obviously the tire will roll up on that. If you need it a little higher, you can do it. So it creates still a stepping ramp, and you basically, can get, you can use all of them, but this is an equal amount, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's 6, and there's only 10. So you wouldn't necessarily be able to get the same effect on both sides, but typically it's not going to be the same amount, but you could still do this one, and just double stack this one here to get that height.
But do you need it? You might only do one tire though, right? Like you did when we were camping?
Yeah, exactly. Or the front one, because it just depends on how it is. But this is, this is a nice little ramp surface. So and really, if you back it up, you don't need it, the other one on the bottom over here. So you could actually duplicate this on both sides. So you have exactly the same ones at the same height. Because when you actually back up, your tire's only coming up this way, and then it would sit right on these last four.
Oh.
And then,
so these plastic things can support the weight of your car?
Yep.
Oh.
That's what they're made for.
So it's better than rocks like you did on our last camping trip?
Yeah. That's a little more caveman style.
That's so cool.
So yeah, then they just pack away in that little handsome carrying case.
Do you think we're gonna have enough room for us in Westy with all our new stuff?
I think so. We actually don't have that much stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll see when we pack it up. I think we're going to be in really good shape for having enough room.
I can't wait to go camping again.
Yeah, let's hope that after all this effort, that we can materialize some camping expeditions.
Cool.
All right. I'm just cleaning this one, but I figured since we have the door open and you're here and available, I might as well take advantage.
Looks like Aaron's doing the last couple windows. The window tint here. And he's gonna need my help for the back ones. So he's prepping this back one here now. He really goes to great lengths for these projects. He is inside his trunk right now, finishing up the window tint on the rear window. And you can see it's kind of tricky. There's still a lot of air bubbles that he's working out. So he's actually inside Westy's trunk right now. Finishing up the rear window. He said we usually do things like this in a garage, but unfortunately he's stuck doing it outside in the hot sun in San Jose. So he's inside there trying to smooth out the air gap.